3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. And today we have Anthony here with us. He is a dancer slash choreographer because those are two separate things. Just kidding, it's the same thing. No, he's also a member of
the same thing.
They're separate. A co-founder of the Kinjits. And that's a dance crew that got what place?
Second place?
Oh, you fuck.
That was savage.
That's savage one of ours
again.
That's one of ours.
To be fair, it's first runner-up.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you two.
First loser, whatever.
But you know what? It's tied because we've never been on TV, so we're legit hating.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's legit what's happening.
No, you're just
I've been on
hating.
TV.
Legit hate is way better than fake hate. It's like a waste of time.
Sorry, Anthony, but welcome back.
I didn't lose though.
Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention, and a long time JK News friend. Very long time.
We've known you since when? Like 2012, 2011?
2011.
Really?
2011. Tic Tic Tour, Australia.
That's where we met? That was a dope tour.
Oh no, I met you when you were fat, but that you weren't fat then anymore.
8 Oh,
come a
Fat
long
Anthony?
way.
I
Yeah.
remember Fat Anthony.
What? He was fat?
Exactly.
This is long.
We met him at a Kev Jumba shoot.
At a music video shoot.
Yeah, in a trailer. You were dancing in a container, and I was like, whoa, that guy's fat.
I didn't go there.
That
No.
PH.
It wasn't
This is
that
when
fat.
people were using
He
PH.
He was husky. He was like husky.
Wow. Who's the PH fat?
He doesn't look like that anymore. Like
all,
you should.
yeah.
How'd you lose it, Anthony? You just danced it all off. Stress. Oh, I'm sorry.
Anthony kind of looked like David, actually.
Really?
Like which version of David?
Yeah, fat David.
Skinny David.
Like middle
Skinny
David.
David's still kind of fat, right? So he looked like Skinny David.
I like this conversation. Let's keep roasting David. Keep roasting David.
Oh man.
But I love you now, and you're so
I love you now because you're skinny.
so opposite of
That's how it is.
Yeah,
I
you're
appreciate
so okay.
it. Lose weight and you get more friends.
That's true. Gio said
Body
she only
positivity.
recognizes people that are like 9s and 10s.
Yep.
So,
When did I say that? It's true, but when did I say that?
like on a video or like 50 videos.
Yeah?
Yeah, you were saying your fantasies are also to go into a like a swingers club.
Yeah, I don't want-
But only
If they're super fucking hot models. Yeah, no 9s.
Oh no 9. Sorry.
No 9s. Ugh.
Sorry.
Give me just 10s.
On a scale of 20.
On a scale of 20.
Take it. I'll take it.
So you've been traveling a lot. How's that going?
I have. Traveling is always good, but I'm actually home for a couple weeks and then I leave for like 3.5 months to China. I'm gonna be stuck in China for
Why would you want to go to such a place?
What part of China?
I think every time he brings that up, you say that.
He owns multiple businesses out there.
Why?
He's killing it
He's
out
a mogul out there. He's straight
Yes.
murdering it.
He's a super.
I just want you to get in trouble by the Chinese government, that's why.
Please,
Hater,
no.
see?
Just remember though.
What's your position on the China-Hong Kong thing?
Yes, tell us.
I'm just kidding.
What do you think about the 2020 election?
He's never coming back.
He's gonna walk out.
I'm just kidding.
He's
I
gonna
know,
walk
I know.
out.
He can't.
Watch this video goes out and he's in fucking China and he gets arrested and assassinated because of us.
No.
Hey, Anthony. Anthony, I'll do it for you, okay? I'll do it for you. This is to me. I know. I'm sorry.
So you're putting opinions in his.
No, I'm doing it for him, to me.
He's
Fuck Bart.
flipping himself.
Fuck
He's
Bart.
flipping himself.
Oh, that's why it's this way.
No, it's facing me. Fuck Bart.
When you go like that, you fuck the world.
Yeah. Fuck Bart. I'm
But
sorry.
like, do like the 2 cancel out?
Fine, here.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, but what you been doing out there? You been killing it?
Honestly, I have a really unique.
Don't be humble.
I'm getting a really unique opportunity to work on a big theater show out there.
Shang Yang? Like the one with the...
Shenyang, the illest marketing campaign ever.
It is.
It's every fucking where.
I can't escape it.
Yeah.
I've never seen the show, but I feel like I know it. Like it's a part of my life.
It's not just LA, you know that? I see it in Toronto, Sacramento. It's like billboards
Vegas.
everywhere.
Whoever their marketing director is, I really want to just sit down, talk to them, and just like understand. Yeah, like they are a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah, worldwide.
No, it's not that one. It's actually for a production company called Franco Dragone. I think the best way to put it is Cirque du Soleil. Yeah. He was one of the major creative directors for Cirque for many years. So like I would say arguably out of like the 10 best Cirque shows in existence, he directed like 6 of them. So for example, he brought Mystère over to Vegas and that revolutionized the entire theatrical scene. He did like O.
Oh, I love the O one.
He did Celine Dion's Residency, which was like the top grossing residency of all time. When he left and did his, amicably, when he left and did his own production group, he did Le Rêve at the Wynn. So he's kind of got like that signature water.
And he's in China now?
His production company is in charge of throwing this giant Chinese theatrical show that's based off of like the 4 Great Beauties of China. It's like an ancient story about like the 4 great beauties, and one of the most beautiful women of all time. Her name is like Shishi, and like she was used by the good king to go pretty much like be the Trojan horse of the bad king's empire.
She's so hot that she was gonna melt the enemy.
So he falls in love with her and like takes her in as her concubine for many years, and then there's this whole like.
But then the enemy king was gay, and then when she went there, he was like, "You can't phase me, bitch."
Wait, is this for real? Are you making this
No, he's
up?
making it up.
But imagine though, I'm just saying, imagine if you're like, you're my finest concubine, I want you to go and seduce the enemy emperor, and then she goes over there and he goes, honey, I'm gay.
That would be a
Barking
very
up the wrong tree.
interesting story.
You need to bring one of your generals, and then she goes back failed. Ooh, that would be a crazy twist.
Watch that
He
show.
oozes his own thing.
That's a good story. I could
You
imagine
could
it.
change it like Tarantino changes history. You
Yeah,
could
that's
you
true.
could go make your own.
I'm gonna do that.
So you're gonna be the what there? Creative director?
Choreographer? No, not at all. No, not at all. Creative director, just a choreographer. I get to work with like the martial arts choreographer. I get to work with the traditional dance choreographer. I get to work with the acrobatic.
How about Jackie Chan?
No, I don't get to work with Jackie Chan on this one.
Would you be considered
I
like
feel like you're a show and tell person right now for a group of 2nd graders.
Yeah.
What about Jackie Chan? He could be there.
No.
So are you like a head choreographer?
The title says choreographer. I think all of us are like what they explain to me though. What I love about it is that everybody's a giant creative team. We have like our roles and our responsibilities and our niche talents and whatnot, but at the end of the day, like this creation, whatever's gonna come above it, and I love the philosophy of how they like think about creation together. It's so.
That's cool.
I mean, this is again one of the production groups that is responsible for the largest scale live theater shows in the world. You know what I'm saying?
What part of China?
Wuxi, which is like 3 hours away from Shanghai, still has like 7 million people there.
Wow.
Venue itself was
What's
built.
the topography like?
I have no idea. It's very flatland with a couple mountains.
Whoosh.
She.
How many
Yeah.
choreographers are there? Do you have to work with? Because that sounds like the way you're wording it sounds like a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Technically,
How do you
well,
make it
they're all
work?
different movement like specialists, right? So when you have somebody who's like the most well-known and traditional long sleeve female traditional Chinese dancer,
Like a wizard?
you know the ones with the really long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The more Shen Yang type stuff.
More Shenyang type stuff. So we have like one of the best movers in China that's coming in, and then I get to, for example, work with her and like the musical composer to make sure that it's not the same thing that China has seen over and over, because we're
yeah,
looking at a
redefine it.
modern twist of
Oh, so
everything.
that means you have to study a lot.
Yeah,
to make sure you
and
don't-
collaborate with everybody. Like the martial arts choreographer is his name is Jade, and he was on the team with Jet Li. So like he's worked on a lot of movies and stuff
Like
like
the
that.
real Jet Li or the Jet Li?
the real Jet
The
Li.
legendary Jet Li.
Because we're talking about dance too.
Both legendary.
They are both
True,
legendary.
true.
The martial artist that looks really, really old now, Jet Li, that
I
one.
know what happened.
He got old.
He got really old.
People-
really fast.
People get old.
So how do you communicate with the Chinese speakers?
Well, obviously in the collaboration room when we're like just working with the directors, like there's enough translation where people are just communicating freely, right? But when we actually get into the workspace with like cast and different things like that, it's hard to explain, but
Because it's movement. Can you do this? And then they go, oh, sure.
like a lot of the philosophy is not about like doing the most beautiful thing, but rather like pulling the monster in each of us out, right? So a lot of it would be, for example, like show me who you are and don't say anything. Just show me who you are.
Oh, that's accurate.
See, by putting you against the wall in this situation, right now it's like funny, but then I'm gonna like honestly ask you realistically, show me who you are. And then you're just gonna eventually find something that's gonna be like deep and honest to the core that we might be able to use. So like constantly looking for the
tight.
realism in what like the human experience can bring to the
okay.
table is a really fun and like unique way to kind of extract artistry that's like innovative and authentic.
Sick.
Yeah, so like that's just an example of like how we might go about creating versus me sitting in my room and trying to choreograph something and just put it out there and be like, here's some of my work.
So it's like a big movement jam session first until you feel like it's at the core. There's something like electricity in the air, and then we start like structuring the bits.
Yeah, they're telling me not to like choreograph full sequences and numbers because like there needs to be room for things to organically develop. That the music might change, an idea might spawn a whole new ending. Like So it's like create chunks and pieces at a time, only to see how things can develop.
How high is everyone when they're doing this shit?
On life,
Chinese wine.
Yeah.
on Baijiu,
7-leaf life.
there's a huge opium thing that's going on right now. No. Honestly, people are just in there, and it's pure creation.
That's cool.
It's like you're choreographing the chorus, and then you come together to make the verses.
Honestly, I don't think it's so objective. Like anything can happen for any number. It really just depends.
The chorus could change.
Anything.
The only thing that really matters is just hitting the theme of the four beauties. Is that the theme? Like, there's like
Well,
one major umbrella theme, and then
That's like an umbrella story that everybody in China is familiar with, like that story.
It's like Pinocchio.
You tell it, right? It's like has anybody seen like the show Hamilton?
Nah.
Okay, so I also haven't seen it, but like what made it so
Popular.
what people are like really attracted to is that there's such a modern twist, right, on
Yeah,
how
they're, like,
they're
rapping
exactly.
stuff.
So they're using a modern form of communication, if you will, that is relevant to the current culture to express the historical, happenings that was on back there. So we want to also do a similar thing, and I'm not gonna give too much away, but where we want to figure out how to take a traditional story and make it relevant and exciting to watch for anybody, any age demographic, right?
That's tight.
I mean, the venue alone is like $75 million or something like that.
God damn.
They should have a clown riding a tricycle, and he rides it into the middle, and he's like, "Oh no, where is everyone?" And then he has an umbrella, and then he rides away.
That represents living in a communist regime.
Yeah, I was just throwing it out there. You can have it. You can have that one.
I'm gonna write that one down, mentally written.
Okay.
I feel like it already happened in a Cirque show.
I don't know. I just
sounds like
it popped in my head, and
Sounds like yeah.
Sounds like it doesn't make any sense.
That's so cool. I fucking love live shows. I think that's the best form of entertainment I enjoy, like sitting through, and I can actually sit through without fucking being all fidgety and shit. And it's weird how just movement in general can bring out a lot of different feelings within the audience.
Yeah.
And there's no dialogue. Something like a lot of the times there's just nothing. Just people moving, and it's like, damn, it's just this lady's fucking on a trapeze, fucking throwing herself around and shit. And why do I feel so soft and good inside? You know?
Well, I mean, right? What is it in terms of communication? They say like body language is what, like 55% or something like that. Maybe intonation and pitch is like 30%. I think words itself, actual words, is like 7%. In terms of like 100% of communication. So much can be translated by just body language and just like that attitude and that feeling.
Yep.
And one of the things I keep saying in like the philosophy and the culture of this, theatrical production too, is that like how you feel when you create it is how people will feel when you play it.
So if you're thinking money, 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 then people are gonna be sitting down going money, 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 money.
Might be something shallow about it. Of course, everything's like subjective in terms of how people receive things. Everybody's different, but like how we feel when we're creating our excitement, the love, or the stress that we pour into it is going to be the same type of ride that an audience should feel.
That's true.
Is there like a certain headspace you try to get into before you create anything then?
I think first and foremost for me, I think I have to throw everything I know away, because it's not, the point is to like bring my skill set to the table, which if I think about what I know and understand is like a utility belt, I want to wear it and I want to have it in that space so I can use it, but I don't want to be like, this is my entire understanding. It's just the tools. Like everything else should be like discovered. And like, for example, one of the things that like usually happens, I guess, during these productions is they say that this amazing creative director, Franco, he like comes in the last like 2 weeks and he like just flips everything that you have upside down, regardless of where the show's at. Because there's a belief that like a sense of urgency, right? And like human beings, when their backs are against the wall, that's when something truly magical comes out. So no matter how prepared or how much we think we know about the show or how finalized we believe it is, this guy's gonna come in and no matter what, he's gonna figure out something that's just turned everything upside down.
He already gives me PTSD, man. As soon as I see him walk in like the room, I'd be like, oh fuck!
Why is he here?
And they say it's the most stressful and most wonderful experience.
I agree though.
What a great cult leader.
I like that.
I'm inspired, and we haven't even gotten to that level of the production yet. I'm scared, but like I think that I agree though. Like for
Do
example,
you think someone's gonna die?
I really hope not.
Cause like Cirque shows, people die.
What are you talking
They
about?
do though.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, everyone dies every day, but
No, people.
No, not every day in a Cirque show.
He was
like,
about to say why he's excited.
oh, sorry. Go.
That's exciting too. There are freak accidents that happen, but I don't even know what my train of thought is.
Fuck! I want to know what it's exciting.
You're gonna be.
I really
like
forgot
him.
because death is a pretty huge topic that threw me off.
Because you were saying that, okay, so you were saying how he's basically gonna put you under some heavy pressure and you're like, oh shit, I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Yeah.
He's probably gonna pull the best out of you.
To the sense of like, for example, even with like the kinjas when we create stuff, if we have like a month to create something, sometimes it like screws us over. We're like trying so hard.
Oh yeah.
But when we're on like TV shows where you have like 3 days to like figure out something, you have to clear a song,
Maybe that's why
you have
they do
to
it
get
that
your
way.
costumes, you have to figure out your props, and you don't sleep at all.
Yeah.
It's the most painful. We lose weight, we're stressed out, we always feel like this high level stress, we don't see the product, but yet for some reason that's always our most impactful or unique artistry, because like how we felt when we created
You're
it.
tapping into the primal. So a lot of people do this in order for you to change yourself psychologically. Like it starts with the biology a lot. So they do sleep deprivation, fasting, all sorts of things like that to tap your mind into a primal state of survival. And that usually has a very raw human emotion that is pure. And a lot of people try to achieve that, but it helps you reset your mind state because we get too meta in our head. We get too fucking like everything is rules, everything is this, everything is whatever, and then
Like left brain
you're too
stuff.
left brain,
Yeah.
and then in order to break out of that mindset, this is a great way to kind of tap into that. So he's putting stress in a safe way, like it's like that, and then that pressure will just make you go, oh shit, because when you overthink art, it's no longer art.
Yeah.
You're just constructing something.
Yeah.
And you get all the theory in, but then like it
gotta
doesn't
get in a
feel
flow
right.
state.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to like find this flow state, and that Zen flow state where you're purely creating is not easy to get, but it's something that everybody's always trying to be in when they're actually creating something. So we're just forcefully finding it in an aggressive and stressful way, but I also believe that's why like their productions are.
That's why the best ideas come when you're taking a shit.
Honestly, when I'm choreographing and I'm blocked, I'll go take a piss, and usually that's when an idea will come back to me. It's really weird.
It's like a aha.
You're in flow state.
I have a new way of pissing. Actually, I don't even think I shared this with you yet.
You sit down.
I don't know. I do get ideas, right? I do get ideas when I'm pissing. So now I don't know why, but now because I do get these
Are you
ideas.
at least pissing in the toilet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now when I piss like a 3-year-old. So I pull my pants all the way down to my ankles, so I don't have to pee on my pants. And I'm on my phone. I write my ideas when I'm pissing.
Even in public.
Yeah. Like when I'm like, if I have an idea.
Why did you make that? Why did you present it like it's some like crazy fucking revolutionary?
That's pretty fucking funny.
Most of us pull our dick through our flies and we piss through there. And as an adult, like I'm like, wait, actually the best way to pee is as when you're a child, because now I have both hand operation. I don't have to touch my dick.
Do you do the lift the shirt and do one of these?
Sometimes I do.
So you don't have to aim?
No, it's just like once I start peeing, it just goes right in the center.
Dude, when I have to pee, it's all of a sudden out of nowhere. Like I'm fine, everything's chill, and then all of a sudden I have to pee now, like right now. So a lot of times I just take whatever I'm doing and I just take
Just break it in the toilet.
And I'm like, I can't be interrupted right now.
I hate that when you're like in the flow state. Sometimes I just want to wear a diaper. Cause you're so in the zone and you're like, why the fuck do I have to pee right now? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in the middle of like washing dishes or cooking. I'm like, I gotta go now.
Dang.
It sucks.